Good morning, Rebecca Elliott.
Good morning, Kirsty.
How are you on this
comedian extraordinaire?
Thank you.
You did have a very good gig last night.
Oh, that's super kind of you to say, man.
Yeah, it was good.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
well done. It was fun. It's a lovely gig, lovely night to do, and I had a little closing spot, which was really fun.
It was good. Are you especially tired today?
A little bit tired.
Yeah,
a little bit tired. Yeah, I always find hard to get sleep after gig anyway, particularly after when you kind of smash the room like I
smashed it.
It was fun. Yeah, it was a fun gig. It was a joy,
just
a pleasure.
rearranging some things.
Your desk is tidy, man. This morning. That's what we're talking
about.
Well,
yeah, I know. It's you can actually see it.
Can I just say Happy Valentine's Day, my love?
And to you. You say it to me? Or?
I'm saying it to you. And
Thank you.
Yeah, and of course to our butters. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, it's a day with a lot of pressure, isn't it?
What do you mean by that? I don't feel the pressure.
No, but if you're single and you're being reminded of or if you've lost a partner, it's just
yeah, all those things.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, my daughter was quite sad I didn't get her a Valentine's card, and I sort of going, I struggled to get your dad one,
Okay.
I got it last minute. We got him last minute in King's Cross.
We did. Yeah, don't tell them that.
Sorry, we did.
No, I bought mine weeks ago.
Yours are planned. And paper chase was crazy. It was full of desperation.
It was full of desperation. My son made a little wooden sign that says love in his class at school, and came home and went, look, I made love. So that was enjoyable.
Yeah, you got a little pervy, so you are. I love that.
I have a little bit.
You're listening to Don't Laugh But, like sitting in the pub garden with two of your best friends, but without the need to buy them drinks or pretend you're listening.
I've got an itchy palm.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, one.
Do you think that means something?
Right. Is it right? Is it your right palm or your left?
It's my left palm. If you've got like a hot ear, they say, someone's talking about you.
My hand is
itchy
getting
palm,
money.
does that mean
left is losing money?
Really?
Yeah.
It actually does mean that?
Yeah, it's fact.
So hang on, what's left?
Losing money, mate.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, don't eat it. It's all right. And if you don't eat it, it's fine.
What?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if that's a fact. I mean, I'm thinking the same.
That's good. I thought it meant someone wanted to slap me or something.
No one wants to slap you.
Really?
Nobody.
Wow.
There is not one human in this world.
Okay.
Human in this world.
Now, we need to remember to do this later.
Yes, we do.
One of our listeners... What do you mean, yes, you do? You have no idea what I'm about to say.
I'm just reminding myself.
Literally none.
I know I need to remember.
Right, one of our butters, Helen.
Yeah, Helen.
Runs.
She does.
Whilst she listens to Don't Laugh But, right?
Yes,
she suggests that there may be quite a few other butters that run while they listen to Don't Laugh But. I don't think there are. I don't think that's our listenership. But you never know. So. Let us know if you do. But
that's the A-Team. I thought that
was
was Rocky.
That's the A-Team.
I was trying to go for Rocky.
No.
What's Rocky?
That's Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. That's going to help them a lot.
So I'm just going to ignore that. Helen's point was that about halfway through, because she's all right now. She's just you just dropped your apple.
I dropped my apple.
Not
sorry.
Euphemism. She's all right now. She's just started to run now.
Right.
She's on a little jog now. I can imagine. Right? She's just warming up. Yeah. But about halfway through, she needs encouragement because at that point she wants to stop.
Okay.
Right? So at that point, we need to go, like, run, Helen, run.
Go, Helen,
just
go.
generally.
Go, Helen.
Yeah, no, not now. Save it for then. Okay, save it.
Okay.
Save all these gems.
So around,
you've got.
I'm looking at the clock now.
Okay, so about halfway through, we need to encourage the runners, the butters runners.
I'm there.
Okay, that's
anyone who's running, I'm impressed with. Good job. Well done.
I had other stuff for the beginning. Have you got anything?
Yeah, I've got loads,
bring
man.
to the party?
Well, let me talk to you about this. Right, I'm watching a television program.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, and then all of a sudden, like, this little advert comes on for Haven Holidays. Yeah?
Haven. Mm-hmm.
Who do I see at the end of the advert?
Don't know.
Only the national treasure that is Tom Daly on a Haven advert.
On a Haven advert? Was he swimming?
No, he picked up a towel.
He picked up a towel?
For a kid. Now, I'm sorry.
So what, was he topless?
Yes.
Of course. If you're going to get Tom Daly in an advert,
No. It's not. No. I love Tom Daly so much, right?
Do you?
I do.
He's a blank to me.
No,
he's fine. Like, he's fine. It's
right,
like, it's
let
nothing.
me tell you about Tom Daly. Tom Daly he should be revered. He should own. Right, you've got on the Marks and Spencer's adverts. Now I like her, but you've got like the presenter called M something, and I like her. But Tom Daly should be in that kind of level of. He shouldn't be on a Haven advert. Now I'm not knocking Haven, but I don't know that it's the quality that is Tom Daly.
I think
Tom
it's
Daly,
precisely the quality that is Tom Daly.
Tom Daly's dad died. Tom Daly jumps off the highest of diving boards.
Yeah, but that's all he does.
High.
I mean, if I decided that's all I was going to do with my life, I'd be pretty good at it.
Oh, I'm blown.
I wouldn't.
Sideswiped by that comment is why.
No, he's a hero. I mean, he's a hero.
I mean, and
he's
also,
a hero.
and then he married a man, which is beautiful.
I know, it's all good.
And they have a baby, and now he's doing. And I just say, Tom Daly, Britain, let's lift Tom Daly up to the heights of his diving board.
What should he be advertising?
Oh my God,
Twix.
Oh,
I think he can advertise a Twix.
I'm going with let's go to the top. Now the top dog shop in my book is Harrods. I know
Harrods haven't got adverts.
It's got a level of class.
It's not got an advert, has it?
Apart from they sell fur. I don't like fur, but I do like. When you go into Harrods, I feel like in a cocoon of.
No,
joy.
It's what. No, because you're going to slag me off.
You're going to say it's what poor people think is classy, isn't it? That's what you're going to say.
I'd never say such a thing.
I think it's class. It's the elegant. It's the essence of class to me.
Yeah.
You know, because the other shop. What's the other fancy shop that sells all the scarves?
What?
Selfridges, is it?
Selfridges?
Do they sell the
sells
scarves?
all the scarves?
It sells scarves for like £120,000.
Yeah, it sells a lot of other stuff as well.
Yeah, I know.
Are they known for their silk scarves?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like really.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you go in and it's like being in a Shakespeare play they're building, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you go in Harrods, it's like being in a footballer's wife's house.
Exactly.
And I like that.
Yeah, okay. Matt pointed out that last week, call back to last week,
and I just dribbled some, yeah.
You've just dribbled water all over your face.
I'm just going to dab. Go ahead.
Oh.
What did Matt point out?
No, that last week we were talking about Guy Garvey, and then you mentioned that you also fancied Chris Martin, and I said, "Oh, Chris Martin, he's weedy, he's all elbows." And Matt pointed out that actually that's wrong because Guy Garvey is all elbows, and Chris Martin is all Coldplays.
I
know. And we missed that gag last week, and I'm quite annoyed with myself.
Wow, that's it. You know,
I don't like it when a gag flies past.
We've always commented on how he's much more intelligent than us.
Have we always said that?
I have.
I don't think I've always said that.
I think that.
Do you think that's?
I think he's much more intelligent. Yeah. So what did you want to share with us, Rebecca Ellie? What?
I've had my bathroom. I've had my bathroom done this week. Got a brand new bathroom.
Yes, ma'am.
It's lovely. And when the lovely plumbers and builders finished, it did take me a moment to process what he was saying. He said, "Don't sit on the toilet for 2 hours." I thought, I only take a couple of minutes, mate. What do you take me for? And then I realised he meant from now until you can sit on it.
You thought
not like never sit on the toilet for 2 hours,
love.
that
is
because it ain't gonna take it.
That is really good advice, though, right?
Or at least flush halfway.
Because you get hemorrhoids, I think, if you sat for 2 hours.
Don't.
You could do.
Don't
I mean, that's what I was thinking about.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was my stupidity.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you what else is annoying me this week.
What else is annoying?
Face recognition, or whatever it's bloody called.
Oh, on your phone.
On my phone.
Yeah.
So I upgrade my phone because Tubby wants the old phone because he smashed his phone. So I go, okay, fine, I'll get the new phone.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever it is, I don't care.
Yeah.
So it's like, we don't have a home button anymore. We don't read your thumb. We read your face. And you think, wow, this is the future. Come on, you get your phone.
My face is being read by technology.
Yeah, and the phone, you get all angles. You think this is going to be awesome. The first couple of times you usually think this is awesome. All I do now is pick up my phone. It sees me. It opens up. Except most of the time it doesn't. It can't do it now, for instance, because there's a microphone in front of some of my face. It's like, I can't recognise you because you got a microphone there. It does. In the night time, it's too dark. Can't recognise you. You've got a hat on. Can't recognise you. You're turning slightly to the left.
So your smartphone is what we're saying is basically...
It's stupid. It's annoying. It's like an old relative who doesn't recognise you because you're wearing a hat. Or it's like a really, really needy lover that needs you to hold its face and cup it and look right into its eyes before it pays you any attention.
Oh, that's a lovely analogy. So, I mean, I was thinking more that when we were in school, that would have been in the remedial class, wouldn't it? That's all... You know, I was always in all the remedial classes.
Were you?
Yeah, in the special.
God,
I mean, I couldn't even make it into the groups 1 through 4. No,
you weren't even numbered.
I wasn't even numbered. I was in remedial. You know,
I can't laugh at that. It's too sad.
That's true. That's a fact. That's not sad. Look where I am now.
But it's such a horrible word that was used back then.
I was remedial.
Crikey.
I don't even know what remedial means.
That's why you were in the class. This week, Kirsty, what are we talking about?
Memories. Beautiful. We're talking. That's like Elaine Page is in the building. We are talking. I mean, I'd like to say, can I have one of your things? Your vocalies.
Vocal zone.
Vocal zone.
Vocal zone.
Oh my god.
You're in the zone. Have a vocal zone.
Oh yeah.
No,
one of my lovely
hang on.
memories.
We even said welcome.
Yes. Oh, welcome to Don't Laugh But. We said a good morning and a happy Valentine's. Welcome
to Don't Laugh But.
Don't Laugh But this week. One of my lovely memories of this week, because you've been gigging with me twice this week, haven't you, mate?
Twice.
And I was in, because I'm working on my accents for this very podcast.
Are you? Are you?
I'm working on it, mate.
I thought you were working on it for your act. I didn't know you were working on it for this.
Oh, my accent's on fire.
We don't need it, Kirst. We're okay.
Okay. Well, okay. I think I want to bring accents to the table. I like
fine.
it. I love it. It always makes me laugh. When you do accents, it makes me laugh when people do accents.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm going to start crying.
That's how emotional this makes me. When people do accents,
I really want to do accents. I can't do them.
But when people do this, and
it is moving when I do my American accent.
It is so moving, and like I've got also, I must say, I've got a chesty coldy thing.
Why is this building up to an accent?
Yeah. Oh. So we went to King's Cross, didn't we? Because that's the train station.
Yes.
And so I decided to stay in a northerner. Well, I started off as Scottish, and then it felt like
it wandered. I mean, that is an accent that wandered.
It wandered
a long way.
Yeah, I couldn't reach the heady heights of Scottish, and so I went into my default northern.
You ordered a coffee.
I ordered a coffee
and conversed with the barista.
Yes, in a northern accent.
Yes,
and I'm so sorry
to
order.
the word pet love several times.
I did. I ordered a cheese sandwich. I ordered 2 hot chocolates. And
I love 2 hot chocolates and a cheese sandwich. I mean, it was terrible.
It was so bad. I'm so sorry to anyone who is.
I think it was only because the barista was from a different country that he didn't know.
He did look at me, still looked at me.
He still looked at you like, what are you doing?
Why? But I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is set myself a challenge.
Okay.
Every day to do an accent a day.
In a shop?
Everywhere. Just stay in character like a method actor. Like
people
one day.
Know you in Bury.
No, but it's all right.
Talking Scottish one day.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it when I'm in London. But I'll be all like one day I'll go in and I'll be all, hey, how's it going? Like an American, hey.
That's what everyone does when they do an impression.
My husband is American.
Of an American. They go,
he does
hey, I'm American.
Darren does it all the time. He goes, hey, I'm American, Kirsty. Yeah. Oh, I can't do Kirsty. Oh,
you hear that accent in your house saying the word Kirsty every day and you still can't do it. That's what I don't understand. You literally live with him.
I know, and
he says Kirsty or Kirk the whole time.
Yeah, I can't do it.
How could I can't. I just can't do it, damn it.
Oh my God.
It's better.
Oh my God.
Anyway, quit flapping your gums, girl. Let's get on with the podcast.
Memories.
Yes.
Right, have you...
No, hang on. I just want to make something clear. I don't want to spend the entire next 40 minutes talking about your memories.
Oh,
Yeah, I can see you coming in here going, I've got lots of memories to talk about.
Yeah.
It's not that thing.
Oh,
okay?
right.
It's not like a get together for old people to reminisce, to try and get the memories to work again. Okay, I've done research.
Oh, I've done research. All right,
come on then.
I watched a documentary on it on Netflix.
Well done. What'd you learn? Kirsty?
All kinds of things. I know there's more than one type of... I know this. There's more than one... Memory is a collection of things.
Yes.
Right? You've got, like, recall, where you, like, just remember some things. Then you've got your... Oh, there's all different names of it.
There's the 3 things. There's the 3 stages. This is how memory works. The first thing is it's sometimes called encoding.
Oh, don't know what
which is basically when you register the information.
Right.
So we were talking about forgetting names the other day. So if someone tells you their name, if you're just not paying attention, it doesn't even get that far. You don't encode it. You haven't pressed record.
Now, there is a skill to that.
Is that?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go through the 3 bits and then you come back to the skill?
No, I think no. Let's talk about each individual thing.
Okay.
That's fascinating.
So that's encoding.
So when you encode,
it's taking in the information.
So there's a guy called Jim Quick who is a memory.
Jim Quick.
Yeah. So he's a speed reader, and
Quick Jim.
Yeah, and he can retain all kinds of information. He gives you loads of techniques. I read his emails because it's something I want to do, because obviously I have to recall a lot for my job. Anyway, so when I take what you can do, so when you take someone's name in, like think of a picture that goes with that. Like if someone's name is Jim, you could think of a gym ball, and then that will help your brain recall that thing. Like if you're on the tube stops, you could go Aldergate and think of like an old gate, or
What would I think of with Kirsty?
Oh, you just think of
language.
Beep.
Don't beep after the fact.
You just think of a beautiful thing. So
really, and that would bring back the word Kirsty.
Just if you just saw beautiful butterfly,
I'll
be there.
It just sounds like effort. I've got to try and think of an object every time I meet someone.
I know, that's what I was thinking. So it's like then have to remember 2 things.
That's how people remember a whole pack of cards, don't they?
Yeah.
They go through a walk through a house, and then that goes.
And numbers. They do numbers like that as well. Like if they're really good at remembering numbers. Did you know there is the memory games? There's like the Olympic Games of memory.
Really?
Yeah, then there's
with things like that, remembering packs of
cards.
There's
a woman from Mongolia in the documentary who grew up in Sweden, and I thought that was an interesting mix.
Yeah.
She's from Mongolia, grew up in Sweden.
Brilliant.
Her memory is awesome. She said, I was watching a documentary about an American guy who could remember stuff, and she said, well, he's American. I'm me. I can do better than that. I loved her attitude, and Brilliant. She did. She went on like the Swedish Got Talent and did a whole memory thing.
Okay.
Phenomenal. Go on then, let's get your second thing.
Second thing is consolidation, which is basically storage.
Storage in my brain.
So the first bit is encoding, which is registering it, taking it in. The second bit, which, by the way, that does, when you get drunk, and sometimes the next day you can't remember, like an hour.
Yeah. That happens to you.
It occasionally happens to me. It's not because you've decided to forget it because it was embarrassing. It's not because you've forgotten it. It's basically because you hadn't pressed record, because there are things in alcohol which inhibit the bits of your brain
that
encode.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it's just like you're there, you're present in the moment, but nothing's recording.
I'm with you. Okay.
So that's interesting. Anyway, so the second bit is consolidation, which is storage. But it's all networks. It's networks
of what stuff stays in your brain.
So it stores it in various areas and it links it to other memories.
Sure, isn't there like short-term and long-term memory as well? Like short-term, obviously.
Yeah, so it might just stay in the short term and then get chucked out when something else comes in.
Yeah, like sometimes it's really strange. Like a weird memory will come back to me.
I know.
Like you'll be doing something and be like, oh man, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, why has my brain chuck that?
Yeah, like it is a peculiar, precarious thing. One thing that scares me is losing my memory. Of course you've got awful things like dementia, all those things, but even before that, like if you had a head injury and you forgot because that'd be so disorientating, because your memories literally plan your future. Your memories
make a huge part of your personality.
Well, your memories really define who you are in so many ways. Like memory is who are you without those memories?
Yeah,
it would be an interesting thing to think, like, you'd have to start again, and would I be Kirsty without remembering who my husband is, remembering who my kids are, my family, my friends, all those things.
You come from and what's led you here.
I mean, that's
exactly, and we talked about this a little bit in identity when we did it on identity.
We did, my friend.
And the philosophical sort of problems of identity, like what makes you the same person now as you were when you were a baby, because literally all your cells have been replaced.
We do.
So physically you're not the same
person.
But then you go, well, it's a trail of memories.
Yeah.
But then, like, the old man remembers something from when he was 30, but he's forgotten when he was young.
Yeah.
His own self at 30 remembered the thing that happened when he was a boy. But the old person doesn't remember that. So how are they the same people? How is it all linked? It's an interesting thing about identity. We put a lot of it on memory, but is it?
It is interesting now because
if the memories go, you're still you.
You are
because
still
the memories
you.
have made you. You're the end product.
You are you there, but how are you perceived by the other people is the interesting without your memories. Like if I didn't know my husband, how would he then perceive me? That'd be strange for him. If I there's the coroner's thing.
He might see it as a good opportunity. Clean slate.
Well, she gone.
Start again.
Move on. It's interesting, but my fear is forgetting things. Like especially when you're busy. And the thing of you're going to drop the ball on something that's important.
Yeah.
You're going to do something, forget something for your kids or forget your kid, leave your kid at school. I don't know, whatever. You're just going to drop the ball. So now my smartphone, I put reminders in my smartphone. That remind me to do this, remind me to do that.
Yeah, but then we get a bit lazy because if you don't use your memory, it gets worse and worse and worse.
Well, that's what this woman said. She said, like, it's become now we've got literally the whole world of information in our hands.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't do that. Just try and recall stuff because
yeah.
So this woman,
if you go, I can't remember that. I'm just going to Google it.
Exactly.
That's what we do now, right?
We do everything. I Google literally everything, and it's something I want to stop to try to. Because also, what that stops you doing is being really present in the moment. Because you go into there, and then you'll find another fact, or you'll find, and you go like outwardly rather than inwardly. And so, for example, she'd met these people who had. The passport numbers are long.
Yeah.
So she looked at 3 people's passports and she remembered every single digit out of all. And just looked at them for a few seconds because she's able to recall certain kind of memory, like put them in her brain, like you just talked about, and then just go out. And I just feel that's really fascinating. And the thing about
is she an interesting person to talk to?
Well, she's Mongolian and Swedish. Come on.
Well, yeah.
There's nothing more interesting than Mongolian Swede. And that sounds like a vegetable then, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like when you're with someone, and the awkwardness of not being able to remember somebody's name, especially when you're with some.
Wonder why it was cold. The door's open.
Door's open. Especially when you're like with somebody, and then you meet somebody else, and you want to introduce the person you're with to the person you've met.
Why has your volume gone up? Just because I've walked over.
Because I'm shouting at you.
But you don't need to. You've got a microphone.
Okay, but you were far away.
If you've got you're not talking. Yeah, go on, carry on.
And you want to introduce that person and you can't remember the name. It's like falling off a cliff, isn't it?
Awful.
It's like you're going, or you can't focus on the conversation because you're trying to, what's the name?
Well, I'm just terrible with names until I've met people about 15 or 16 times. And then I still don't remember their kids' names.
It's another one of my goals.
Yeah.
To remember the name of the person. Like I met an act last night, I was in for one. I remember the name and I was really impressed.
Well done.
And I'm trying to really remember everybody's name.
Did I tell you when Matt went to a supermarket and a guy came up to us and went, Matthew Elliott! Gave him like a huge hug. Like, oh my God, how are you? It wasn't just that Matt couldn't remember his name. Matt couldn't remember the guy.
Oh.
At all.
Oh.
Right? And so Matt eventually just went, really sorry, mate, I don't remember you.
Oh.
It was just
But I wouldn't say
awful.
it. I wouldn't say that.
I know. But then the guy said his name, so Matt faked it at that point. Went like, oh, yeah, of course. Like, They had a chat. And Matt walked away. He's like, I really, not even a little bit.
Oh, that's so awkward.
And it turns out this guy had actually had lived with Matt for a little while.
Oh, no. And he didn't know who he was.
When they'd had a big sort of student house of lots of people.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean?
I do that, though. I
think some people just aren't that memorable, maybe.
Oh, well, I know, but I have a thing about faces, and I think I know everyone's face, and I'll be like, I know you. And it's generally something. It's fine when they reciprocate with, yeah, I kind of know your face too. What's awful is that they're going, really?
Yeah. Do you? I don't think so.
I do. Oh, we're almost at that point.
What?
Helen. Oh. Run, Helen.
Come on, Helen. Keep going. Go on.
You got this.
All the Butters runners.
You are Rocky.
Yep. Run like a bitch.
Go, Helen. Go, runners. Go. The running really fast.
So the third thing is retrieval, obviously, and that's when you pull it back. And which we were just talking about then. The more times you walk over those little neural pathways to retrieve information, the stronger the pathways get.
Oh, well, see, now I like neural pathways.
Which again is what they do with... What are you doing to your microphone?
I'm stroking it. Can
you stop?
I don't even...
Because you're looking me directly in the eye whilst you're doing it.
You know, what I'm doing is I'm thinking.
It's quite a phallic microphone.
I'm thinking. It's
because we can hear that when you're stroking it. Come on.
It's making me recall memory.
Of what?
No, just generally. Like, I do find I'm better, like, if I'm recalling memory, if I'm, like, is it the worst? Is it the worst when something is on the tip of your tongue.
I was going to talk about that. Yeah, when memories play hide and seek.
Oh, I like your analogy.
Thank you.
They're hiding their street.
It's when you really want to find them that they bugger off. And that's when you get the tip of your tongue. I don't know. I didn't get that far with my research. I did about 10 minutes, darling. But yeah, like when I'm in a quiz, see, Matt's really good at quizzes.
Yes.
Ask him a question, boom, he can recall it. Whereas me, I'll go, I know this.
Yes.
I know this. But it's like chasing the tail of a memory that's just gone.
And it's so frustrating. And it will play, and I can't think about anything else until it remembers. Now, why?
Me and Matt had a thing once. We couldn't remember a massively famous actor's name.
Oh.
And it was Robert De Niro. Right. That's how famous.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So we're both talking. But as soon as one person goes, oh, what's his name? And then your brain starts to sort of panic.
Yeah.
And then like Matt was like, well, of course it's, oh God, it's gone.
Yeah, come on.
And we were like,
and then you're
about
like,
2 hours. I'm like, we can't look it up. We need to remember this.
Yeah. And then when you say to, just don't think about it. And it'll come.
Yes, you try and clear your
brain.
So
you're just going, okay.
And then you tip your tongue. You can,
and it literally is on the tip of your tongue. Like,
and then you might get late. You think, I think it begins with an R. I think it's with
Why is that?
So weird.
I mean, and I have had the experience twice. Once when I was in a play where I forgot my lines on stage.
Oh, that's not good.
I literally had no memory. And I know that it was my line coming next. And I'm going, I don't know what my line is. I don't.
Oh.
And I didn't know what to do. So I kind of stood there and I was looking at the person who I knew was going to deliver the line to me that I was going to respond to.
Yeah.
And I'm just like...
See, that's it. Your brain goes into panic. At that point, you're not going to get it back.
And the only way is then to try and breathe and just trust that it doesn't matter, that this is going to be okay. Uh-huh. But you can't in that moment. You are literally like you're standing on the edge of a cliff, like tippy toes off, and you're about to go. And anyway, luckily it was in a good company. She covered me. It was fine.
Right.
But I still have sweats about that. Literally. And I've had a gig where I forgot my jokes on stage when I'm tired. Yeah. It's only happened with me once, but once was enough. I
had all your jokes written on my hand last night.
Yeah,
in case.
You did. That happened.
Which, now I think of it, is probably why my palm itches today.
Oh, because you wrote on it.
Yeah.
And
I feel like House then, just solving a medical mystery.
Oh.
So when you
is it House? Is he a good? Was he a medical investigator?
You didn't get that reference.
He
when
was
I
a
say
doctor.
something and you go, oh,
he was a doctor.
Yes.
Not a medical investigator.
He's a doctor who figures out like really confusing medical stuff.
Oh.
Have you ever seen it?
No. It's in Colombo.
It's very similar.
Is it?
No.
You're listening to Don't Laugh But. Two women talking with enthusiasm about what they reckon, as if it in some way matters.
What's your favourite memory? Have you got a favourite memory?
I think that's a weird thing because there's lots of obviously the birth of your children. I mean, one of them wasn't so good, but and wedding days and stuff like that. But they're the big memories. But probably your best memory is just when you were sitting in the sunshine with your family on the beach. Oh. But it wasn't stored perhaps as clearly as the others because it wasn't such a feeling. Do you know what I mean? So it is more of like I have memories of childhood. Do you have the what's your earliest memory?
No, I don't have many memories before my dad died. It's weird.
I don't think people do, and I've
some now more. Yeah,
when people say, "Oh yeah, I remember having my nappy changed." No, you didn't, unless you were 7 when that happened. No, and I was reading apparently prior to about 12.
Yeah,
long-term memories aren't really made. So we do, obviously we all remember some stuff before we were 12. I'm not suggesting that. But it's non-specific.
Right.
It's very random as to what we can recall.
Okay.
So really, why are we busting a gut to give our kids this great childhood when we may as well not bother till they're 12?
Oh, absolutely. Now, my mum,
do you know what I mean?
My mum did loads of parties for me. I'm talking like pineapple and cheese, hedgehog stuff, melon with or a potato, if you will, with a bit of foil around it. She did the whole thing. We had pasta parcel. We had musical chairs.
Same here.
We had nothing. I have no memory of anything. My poor mother put so much effort into every party.
Right. Why are we bothering?
No, all my best memories involve food.
Okay.
All of them.
I remember feelings.
Yeah, you do remember
and
feelings.
like flashes and feel, and like the feel of the sofa, which we had some like orange brown sofa which had tassels, and the feeling of lying on the ground and like feeling that.
Yeah, memory of mine is
catching Daddy Longlegs in the garden, but it's real fleeting kind of weird.
When we moved to Cheshire, we lived in Cheshire, and we moved into Holland, and my dad had got a big lorry, and I remember the sound of the lorry.
Right,
it's how lorry horn
like sounds.
Boop, boop. What's a lorry horn? I'm trying to.
Really, it went poop poop.
No, how does a lorry horn go? It goes. I don't know. You know, it's like this big sound, and like the windiest roads, and this big, huge lorry comes down, and my dad just moved us all. He just got the lorry and shoved our house in there. And we moved to Holland, you know, and like that.
Yeah, well, big like moves and stuff. I think people tend to remember.
Another favourite memory of mine is going to Holland on a boat. When you go on the night boat to Holland at that time, you wake up in the morning and don't worry, be happy comes on, and it's just
it'd be quite annoying if you are a bit worried and unhappy.
That's depressing,
wouldn't it?
Well, it cheered me up no end.
Yeah, but if you're a bit, actually, I'm a little bit worried, a little bit unhappy, and that's okay. Stop telling me.
Bobby McFerrin
Don't worry.
was doing a good thing. I mean, it's like Three Little Birds. Everything's gonna... I can't sing that song.
I remember distinctly lying in bed. See, this is being the youngest in the family.
Oh.
Lying in bed in the summer when it's still bright sunshine, pink curtains.
And
okay, so the light is completely coming through, right? And everyone is downstairs watching something like Cheers. If I hit the Cheers theme tune, where everybody knows your name, makes me feel sad every time because it reminds me of lying in my bed while the rest of the family is chuckling away downstairs.
And they all know their names, and they don't know Rebecca Elliott.
No, nobody knew my name, Kirsty.
Oh my God! You are lying in that bed all alone. I mean, that's practical childhood abuse right there. Is you are lying there.
Pretty much.
You're lying there. You've got pink
giving me an early night.
Trying to make sure you get enough rest. How rude of the Lees at that time.
Frankly,
you know what I mean?
Rude.
Yeah.
Things have memories.
What?
Things. No, I've worded that wrong.
I think you did, because you're telling me the chair I'm sitting in is remembering my ass.
Firstly, that's exactly...
Did you hear that? Ass.
That's exactly the kind of baloney that you would probably believe.
Oh, I think...
The table has the memory, has the past life.
No, I think they have energy, actually. Like a house. You know you walk into a house and it has a certain feel to it. Come on now. Come on, Rebecca. Get on board this train.
It depends who's in the house, how it's decorated.
Nope.
If people are happy in there.
Nope.
She thinks she's won.
Yes. So if they're happy, but you don't know they're happy.
That's because I'm speaking to them and they're happy.
Okay, say they're not in the house. Have you never walked in the house?
Fine. A house is basically, it's got a personality.
It does. It has a feel.
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
A memory, if you will.
I won't, but I do. I'm kind of with you.
Oh!
I'm kind of with you. All right, kinda. Note the word kinda.
Kirsty.
My point was, objects can set off memories. Right? You pick up a thing and you're like, oh my God, I don't really remember that. And obviously we've kept a lot of Clemmy's things.
Yeah.
For that very reason. I was rifling around yesterday trying to find Benji a scarf.
Rootling?
I was rifling.
Oh, you wasn't rootling.
Rootling? That's not a word.
Rootling.
Rootling?
Rootling.
Rooting is a word. Rootling isn't. I mean, it's a very sweet word that you've made up there.
Okay, you're rifling.
I was rifling and rootling around.
I had a little rootle.
To try and find a scarf for Benji to wear, which he would not wear.
No.
He won't wear a hat. He won't wear a scarf.
No.
Anyway, and Clemmy's shoes, winter shoes, and scarf are still in like our scarf box.
Oh.
But it's nice. It's like a nice thing. I know it brings everyone down. So, oh God, she's talking about a dead daughter again. But it's a nice thing, and they still smell of her. You know what I mean? And all that, and you pick it up, and I can literally get immediately taken back to putting that shoe on her foot and that kind of thing. You know
it's lovely. I wear my dad's watch all the time, and I just love that was touched his wrist.
Exactly.
I loved it. Yeah, and it is, and they do, and that. Yeah, so you're saying that things hold memories. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So we have like a memory box for Clemmy and stuff. But and at the time when she went, you kind of think, well, what's the point in keeping this stuff? What's the point? We've got our memories, we've got our photos. But now I so get it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Now memories can make you feel a certain way, can't they? Like when like they can make you feel kind of nostalgic. They can make you feel happy. They can make you feel excited for the future. Yeah. I've got an embarrassing memory. I had a memory once that
I should imagine quite a lot of your memories are quite embarrassing.
Well, this one's a little bit embarrassing. A boy I fancied, I'd gone swimming and he threw it. Was it my swim? I think it was my swim costume. He threw it up on the. Oh, my plant needs some water. He flew it up on.
Just look at you, like a magpie. You just look around the room and you've seen something else shining.
I'm ADHD.
Yeah, no, you're not.
No. Maybe I am.
No, you're not.
Okay. He threw my swimming costume onto the pub sign. There was a pub there at the time.
Oh.
And I was all like, oh no, I don't have to get it down. And then a lovely boy climbed up and got it down for me. But it was embarrassing.
Well, that's not so embarrassing.
It is, because it was my swimming costume. That's your swimming costume.
Yeah.
When you're a big girl, no one wants to see a swimming costume
it's
hanging there.
bad.
You know.
Yeah. Someone lifted my skirt up once when I was playing pool, sort of age 16. Yeah. And I was wearing tights and yellow knickers.
Oh.
And it looked like, because why I was wearing yellow knickers, I don't know. But underneath the tight, it looked like I wasn't wearing knickers. And it was just horrifically embarrassing.
Yeah, like...
because everyone's then saying, you know, Meg doesn't wear knickers.
I mean, wearing myself in Iceland doesn't embarrass me that much. I mean, it's not embarrassing me. Like, Darren,
but when you're a teenager and stuff like that happens,
God, it's
mortifying.
What was saying that Darren had his trousers pulled down once at a football game, and his underwear.
You did tell me that.
His underwear came down with it. He's not that embarrassed by it. He's all like,
right.
showing my ladies my tackle. You know, he's like,
don't say tackle.
Tackle. I don't like tackle. Have we got some?
I don't want to tackle Darren's bits.
Have we got some things from some butters?
Yeah, so hang on.
Oh, I didn't know you had more.
I did, and you'll like this because it involves a quote from one of your favourite people.
Who?
Well, hang on.
Not my Eckhart.
No.
Oh.
So, hurt feelings are remembered more than physical pain. You know the whole, like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah.
And how that's absolute crap. And clearly the opposite is entirely true.
Yes.
To the point where studies have shown that we forget physical pain.
But we remember.
But we totally remember.
Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't have any more kids.
Emotional pain. Well, exactly. That's an evolutionary thing, right?
Yeah.
And actually, the stress hormone actually increases our memory capacity, which, again, from an evolutionary point of view, makes sense. If you're in a stressful situation with a lion about to attack you, you should remember that quite clearly. So the next time you go, I'm not going to have tea with that lion because he tried to eat me that last time.
Yeah.
So that makes some sense. But yeah, so hurt feelings are remembered way more.
Oh, who is the
Maya Angelou?
Oh, she's my favourite. I love her.
Who said, I've learnt that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you... Right, I'm sorry. Do you think you're better at saying things than Maya Angelou? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I know the quote. Go.
Fine, you go. No, go on.
But they won't forget how you made them feel, is what you're going to end that on. I thought that was Dolly Parton. But but it is that, isn't it? I mean, that is true. People will... And that's something I like that. I want people to feel good about...
What?
You raised your eyebrows, you rolled your eyes, you literally...
No.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, Rebecca
I think
Elliott.
So. And it's the general thing as well, that people will forget what you did and what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And more than that, it's that people forget the lyrics, but they remember the tune.
You say that to me when I go on stage, and that's helpful, actually.
It is, but people forget the specifics. They won't remember the jokes, specifically when you're on stage, but they'll totally remember how they felt when you were up there and how awesome you were. But it's the same with friendships. People don't remember... I don't remember conversations I've had with people, but you remember the feel of it.
Yeah, that's beautiful, all of that. I think you're very right on all of those things. Muscle memory. I'd like to take it a step further, because your muscle remember things, you know.
Yeah.
But I'd like my muscles just to kind of go, oh, we're doing this now. And like my arm just to go, whoop. Or like to walk down the road and my muscles are just doing it. But
you do. Are you telling me that you've walked down the road and constantly you have to think, right foot, now pick up the left foot, put it forward.
I know that. But
now pick up the right foot again.
I'm talking about my legs are going, here we go. And my brain, it goes, whoa, whoa. I'm like, right, you know, like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's basically what does happen.
All right, okay.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Or are you really having to put thought into every movement you're making?
Well, I have to really, because I've got ankles of glass, right? So I have to watch every step.
Bruised like a peach.
Oh, I'm a delicate flower.
You are.
Like, I was watching Tyson Fury, right, get knocked out, because I was watching his documentary this morning. And, right, that man got knocked out. Like, he's laid on the floor, hurting, broken.
I know.
Like, even if I fell onto the floor without someone hit me, I'm not sure I'd have got up.
I know.
He got up and then started fighting.
It's the thing. I was watching the rugby the other day.
Oh man, I
it's
know.
insane, and they just bash. And I thought, one of those falls for me, and someone falling on top of me, and I'd be out for a couple of weeks. I'd be in bed basically. Just one of those falls.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, I can't do anything. Did you not see? I had a massive fall.
I know,
just
right?
Get up and crack on.
I know. Like if I fall onto the floor, I kind of just lay there for a while. Go, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well,
you classically lay there after your smear test for quite a while recovering, didn't you?
Yeah, no. I quite like this, mate. I'm not going to lie.
Who does that?
So do you want to share? Do you want to do the butters bits?
Yeah, I've got a couple of butters bits. But we've basically gone paperless this week.
We have.
Because my printer's not working.
No.
Yes.
We're environmentally conscious.
Oh, yes, of course. That's why we've gone paperless. Which is, of course, why all the companies go paperless.
Yes.
It's not remotely because RAC Insurance know that if they send you an email saying we've renewed your thing for another extra 50 quid, you're not going to open that email because it's RAC Insurance and that's going to be a boring email. And that's why they go paperless, because they you in the email.
Oh, she beeped on the email, people. She's angry. It's true, though. You're right.
That's a true story.
But even when they send me letters, I forget to open them, and then I...
Yeah, but you're more likely to because it's a physical thing. An email from... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we have gone paperless, which is fine.
Let's do it this week. Let's try that we have to awkwardly go onto each other's phones. Is that?
Yeah, well, obviously I'll cut this bit out. So when are you going to get that?
I like it. I think the bloopers. Oh, talking... I'm just going to say this before the end. We're going to be talking about this more, but exciting breaking news is June the 6th.
Oh, we're going to talk about this now? We're going to make a big thing of this?
I thought I'd slip it in, then we could do a big announcement.
Okay, slip it in.
No, slip.
No, go on.
June the 6th, we're going to be doing a live podcast.
We are.
Please come.
It's going to be a free event.
It's going to be a free event. There'll be even a glass of bubbly.
Glass of bubbly for you.
Yeah, so, we're going to talk more about that. Save the date. Take this as a save the date notice.
Save the date.
A little discreet. Save the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well done. So, Lizzie says...
Am I going to get to read any of these? What does Lizzie say?
Go on, then.
Lizzie says, when I was 12, my friend told my teacher, who I had a crush on, that was mortifying enough, except that the boy I was totally in love with was my teacher's son.
Oh, no.
For the rest of the lesson, this horrible teacher.
Yeah.
He called me his future daughter-in-law. Oh. It makes my blood run cold 20 years later.
Right. But what are teachers thinking? That's going to screw someone up for life.
Oh.
I remember my German teacher, Mrs. Webster. I probably shouldn't name her, but I have. She read out a letter that I think I'd written to a classmate about how I fancied Daniel right at the back of the room or whatever.
Shame.
She then bloody read that out.
Yeah.
And it's nothing to her. It's like, we're passing notes, are you? And it's the fact that it sticks with us now, this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just horrific, isn't it?
The amount of times I had a piece of work and they're going, well, look, this is what Kirsty's done.
Oh, well, that's worse.
This is what it's... Look at the work she's done.
Yeah.
Look, let me just read it out for you.
Yeah, this is how rubbish it is.
This is how crap this person is. The embarrassment of that.
Yeah.
And also, we had a teacher once...
Humiliation. It's humiliation.
We had a teacher once who would threaten...
There are a lot of good teachers out there, just thought I'd point that out, who don't employ humiliation as a teaching technique.
I mean, this is a long time ago. I'm hoping they're not doing this at all anymore. So a teacher, they used to write on a chalkboard, which still makes me go, oh.
Hang on, hold the phone. They used to write on a chalkboard?
Yeah.
What? When were you at school? 1877?
Oh, when I was at school, they had chalk.
I know, I'm kidding. I bloody remember chalkboards. Jesus.
All right. So they had a chalkboard. Christ. Ages.
Do you remember chalk?
They had a chalkboard. And any time we didn't know the answer, or any time someone, the teacher, he was a PE teacher at the time, turned around with the rubber and went, who was that? And threw it at whoever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, the amount of times that caught me on the shoulder.
Well, hang on a minute. Why is the PE...
generally met for Andrew.
Why is the PE
PE
teacher...
teacher taught maths as well.
Really?
It's very unusual. Usually PE teachers are thick.
Exactly.
That's awful. I'm so sorry. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I love PE teachers. Although my PE teacher...
teach Jim.
Yeah, exactly. My PE teacher, she was so unpleasant. I don't know why. She didn't like children. And I'm like...
I don't, yeah, a lot of PE teachers back in the day.
Yeah.
Not now.
No.
Not now. But you did get the strong feeling that they really wanted to be in the Olympics and it all went wrong.
Well, she had been in the Olympics.
And they're now angry with all the... Right, classic, right? And now they're now angry with all the children that are filling their daily lives when they should be standing on a podium getting a gold medal.
And I'm sorry, but she was in the...
It's similar with art teachers.
She was in the Olympics for hockey.
I'm going to cut all this out.
Right. No, let's put this in, though. Hockey, right? It's not really a sport.
It's
not.
In what way?
It's just someone running around with a stick. I mean, it's just...
Come on, you could literally describe any sport.
I will.
By breaking it down. Football, it's just kicking a ball.
No, there's skill, there's talent. You've got to line up the ball.
There's skill in hockey.
No.
Okay, so Sam points out the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, one of my favourite.
Mine too.
Favourite films.
Yeah, I love that.
Concept of memory erasing is a really interesting one, but on reflection, I'm happy to hold on to my memories, even the painful ones. It's a necessary part of life, learning and maturing.
Beautifully written,
Very glad that some memories fade with time, though, which is true.
Beautifully written, mate.
But it's a good point. And that film makes it really, really well. That obviously it's a couple that goes horribly wrong, and so they both go and basically erase each other from their minds.
Yeah.
And then they meet up by chance again and start up all over again. They hear those bad memories and they go, well, look, we know it's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
We know we're going to argue. We know there's going to be some shit coming up. And they're both like, yeah, I want to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And that isn't that the beautiful thing? That even with all the crap, you'd still do the same thing again.
Yep. I would.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful point, but you're looking at your phone the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, that's because I'm what I'm doing, my friend, is creating memories. Creating memories. No, you're right. I think... Well,
Try and create some nice memories for
No, there's
me.
stuff that I wouldn't do all again. I wouldn't. There's stuff I don't want to...
Really?
I don't want my dad to die again. I don't want to learn that lesson.
I know. Well, obviously, I don't want Clemmy to die again. But on the other hand, that's...
But then my sister wouldn't be here. My lovely stepdad
exactly.
wouldn't be. You know,
we are where we are because of what's happened in the past.
We are where we are, yeah.
You know, and equally, I don't want to forget Clemmy dying, however painful. Even the painful memories, I want to keep them because that keeps me close to her.
Yeah, yes.
I've said this before, how time is just like a bastard that steals our memories.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, it steals the people we love away from us one memory at a time, is what it does. So I want to keep on, even the bad memories.
That is beautiful.
Because there's love in the bad memories.
There is love. Oh, we'll end that there. That is beautiful. There is love in the bad memories.
Thank you. You just quoted me.
Rebecca Elliott, 2020. Beautiful. That is... love
I think that's basically it for comments, because there was other comments, but it's mostly people being smart.
Yeah, like I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, no, there was a really good one from Hannah. Hang on. Do you want to read that one?
Yeah, I do. Go on then. Let's have a look at Hannah's.
And the second.
Okay. So when I had an enema on a water slide in Orlando.
So this was it in response to what memory would you want to forget?
Oh, and Helen says, that happened to me in Dubai.
So they both shat themselves on a water slide. How does that happen?
That is mortifying.
So does it work like an enema? Is it squirting up?
Did they actually poops?
Yeah.
I mean, because I remember that.
The fact that this happened to both of them.
That's one of my most mortifying memories, is when my daughter pooped in the pool
But at least it was a child. These are adults.
No, but they had to close the whole pool in the leisure centre, and I had to go and say, and it was a really big poop. It'd come out of her nappy. I don't know how it happened.
Oh, she's in a nappy. That's fine.
No,
these are adults.
It had come
Kirsty.
out of her nappy.
Adults on a water slide.
Yeah, but this was floating around in the pool.
Adults.
I know. God, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
What?
But brilliant.
Yeah.
And thank you for being so honest.
Lovely.
With these disgusting stories.
Yeah.
Frankly.
I've got
have you, Kirsty, right now, have you got your hands down your pants? Because it looks like you have from here. You're doing the bloke thing where they just go, I'm just going to get comfortable. Hands in my trousers.
It's on a comic called it a gunt last night, which I liked. It's on my gunt. It's on my tummy area, my lower tummy area.
Yeah.
I like to have my hands in my trousers.
Okay. I mean, I prefer you do.
Well,
I prefer that we keep a professional environment.
I'm quite jealous you have a coffee right now.
Yeah, it's gone quite cold though.
Oh,
Dad bought it for me. It's my Valentine's Day present.
Oh, that's sweet.
That and when he did put the bins out this week. Come on. What more could a girl ask for? That is romance right there. Right? Come on.
Yeah. I've got an awkward corner, but it's a bit rude. My awkward corner.
Go on.
I'm going to say you can decide what to edit and not.
Okay.
So I'm at a parents' evening.
Awkward corner.
Thank you. I'm at a parents' evening.
Yeah.
I talked to this young woman. She's very beautiful. I say
Whose parents' evening?
My son's, my 15-year-old's.
Okay.
And
I knew it was one of your children. It'd be weird if you were at some other child's parents' evening.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Just came along to see how little Johnny's doing.
Yeah,
I don't know him. Just met him.
I thought he liked a little wide
doing?
Yeah, is he all right? He's going all right. Anyway, she was a young, attractive woman, and I liked her hair, so I started talking to her. I said, I like your hair. I said,
This was a girl?
A woman. A mother.
A mother.
If
Fine.
you will.
I will.
And I said to her, I like your hair. And I said, are you a parent to one of their kids here? Because you look like you must have them when you were a child. Turns out she did. So
That's the first time you can't say that to people.
Well, apparently you shouldn't, but I did. I did it and said it.
Yeah,
and then,
that's fine.
And then, so I'm sitting, this row, me, my son, the woman, and the daughter. And then we're just chatting about hair and stuff. And then I looked round, I said, oh, you've been round my house, to the daughter. Right. Yes. And
did you say it in that voice?
I sort of like,
you've been round my house.
And I said, yeah, I remember now. Last time you were at my house, you were wet, right? Meaning, very wet, I think is the word I said. Meaning that she'd been out in the rain. However, the dirty minds of 15-year-olds, my son started to go, I'd also been telling him about Comedy Mark. He said, Mum, first you start to promote yourself, then you embarrass yourself. And I went, what? Oh. And
had Sid and her been making out a little bit?
I think there had been a little thing between them.
There'd been a bit of a thing.
It wasn't where I was going. It was an innocent comment about how much rain she'd had received on her body. And
did the mum laugh?
The mum, we all laughed. Our shoulders were going.
Oh, that's awful.
And it was all, but we all didn't want to acknowledge what I had said, because then we would acknowledge that my son had got that.
That's the bit I have to cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, shh. Yeah.
Don't describe.
So that was my awkward corner.
I overheard. I got overheard.
Oh, you do, yeah.
Yeah, on the train.
Yeah.
You were there as well.
Say it. It's a good one. You wrote it down first. It's yours.
It was. It's mine. You're gonna let me have that.
I'm letting you have it, mate. It's all yours.
You're keeping score.
It's all yours.
It was. I didn't get off with him. It was the other one I got off with. I just stole his hat.
I love that. I love it.
Didn't get off with him. Was the other one I got off with. I just stole his hat.
Yeah.
That was a hell of an evening, isn't it?
I just stole it.
Steal one guy's hat. Get off with the other dude.
Yeah. It's just all go. I think this one.
I'll tell you one of my. Oh, go on.
I found a big hair on my just there. I found a big hair. Right. Now, what is it? The men are going bald, and women, as they get older, and women are getting. It was so long.
Women have an abundance of hair in the wrong places, whilst men are losing theirs in the right places. No, that's a good point.
Why don't the scientists explore what's going on here?
Why don't you donate your chin hairs?
I will.
To the nearest bald man.
It was
maybe my husband.
It was like It was like a hair from an area that shouldn't be on my chin. The hair came from somewhere down below on my chin. Huge. I don't mind a hairy chin. I just thought, that does not look attractive on me. Look at it. I'm going to take that away. I did. I didn't pluck it. I put some Nair on it. Hair remover.
You put what?
Hair remover cream.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you pluck it?
Because it would have hurt.
Or perm it.
I was feeling delicate.
Make a feature of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't realise how much you love a cheese and onion pasty.
I do, but I wouldn't ever buy one in town.
No.
Here. No. I mean, I know I could go and get one anytime I damn well wanted, right?
I know.
But it's when I'm in London at a train station, getting on a train. It's all I want, Kirsty.
I know, right? I mean, you go mad for it.
Yeah, well, you keep stealing a bit. And then what you'll do is you'll the beginning of the pasty, I'll go, do you want some? Because I want you to have it a little bit now so that I then know how much is remaining and how much enjoyment I've got. And you'll go, no, maybe. And I'll go, okay, fine. And then I'll get halfway through and I'll just have like a little bit left that I've savoured. And you'll go, can I have a bit now? And then you go, okay, fine. And then you have a bite and you go, that's all right.
It's like, all right.
I would have really got a lot of pleasure out of that.
I don't really like a pasty.
But stop stealing mine! You know? Stop it!
I take a nibble.
Stop it.
I take a nibble.
So, we're going to wrap up.
She did a finger again. Rebecca Elliott has a finger. It's the one next to her thumb that she holds up.
The one next to her thumb?
Yeah.
That's called your Peter Pointer, isn't it? It's your index finger.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't talked about your pink eye.
No, I've had pink eye. Conjunctivitis.
Sucks.
Which means I couldn't wear makeup all week.
Yeah.
You told me I had a face of a child.
I thought you looked younger without makeup, is what I
No,
said.
you weren't being nice. You weren't saying you look younger. You were saying you have the face of a fat, weird, plain child.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to wrap up now.
Yeah.
Yes, I do use a finger. It's my Kirsty controlling finger.
Oh.
Okay?
You're fingering me, aren't you? All right, people. Listen.
No, hang on. We need to talk about... So, June the 6th.
Yeah.
June the 6th.
We're going to be doing a live podcast at Hunter Club.
Live podcast.
In Bury St Edmunds.
Bury St Edmunds Hunter Club. It's going to be free.
Oh, she banged that table.
Yeah, we want people. We'll pay you to come.
Yeah, we'll be crowdfunding for you to be there. Just be there. It's going to be fun.
What time is it going to be, Kirsty?
I might do a little bit of stand-up.
What time is it going to be?
What time will it be? 3 in the afternoon,
3?
I think.
Okay.
3 o'clock.
Till
5, I think.
Okay.
We'll clarify those times.
Okay.
Might be 5 till 7, but I think it's 3 till 5.
What kind of drinks can they expect when they turn up?
Prosecco.
Yeah?
Yep, and then...
Can they order more drinks at the bar?
Yeah, I'm sure they
can?
can. I think
Okay.
so. I'll be clarifying
will we
that.
hang around after 5 to...
Sign things?
sign
If someone wants me to...
They're all going to... I want someone to get their breasts out
That's
with
exactly
a
what I was gonna
Sharpie. Just
If
go-
someone wants me to sign their breast, I'm on it.
and then I want them to go and get it tattooed over where I've signed. Me and
I
you.
love that.
Yeah?
I want to get more tattoos.
Yeah.
done.
No, I wasn't suggesting we'd be around for signings.
Oh,
We'll
for a
be around-
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Social.
social. Go down a social.
Yeah, we'll be having a fun time.
Anyway, so it might just be us.
Talking to it like this.
My mum.
Yeah. Oh, my mum will come.
Yeah, our mums will come.
My
it might
mum
just be the
would
4
love
of
that.
us.
Yeah, that'd be a lovely
That'd be okay, wouldn't it?
Whoever's there is meant to be there, is what I say.
Yeah.
Come. I love you.
Okay. So next week,
We're going to be doing heroes.
heroes.
We're going to pop a little question on Facebook.
We could be heroes just for one day.
That's very nice, Rebecca Elliott.
Thanks.
Thank you. So yeah,
Like
just
Bowie was in the room.
yeah, I think heroes. We'll have a little. We'll ponder on a question, won't we?
Yeah.
Ponder on it.
We'll
for you
put that
butters.
question about heroes. Come find us on social media
Facebook
and give us
Instagram.
some fodder for next week.
We love you, my people.
But have a great week. Tell someone about us. And
and
in a good way. Don't warn someone about us.
Oh yeah, watch out for that podcast.
Yeah, don't go near them.
You know, but yeah, we're gaining more people. So
We're gaining more people.
Yeah,
that sounds quite sinister. We're collecting people.
people, I love you. Have a great week. Be well.
Yeah.
Be good.
Happy
be kind.
Happy Valentine's Day. Have
Happy
lots of
Valentine's-
love.
lots of love.
See
Bye.
you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.
Rebecca and Kirsty will be back next week to once again audibly spoon you with their firm yet malleable twatterings.